Hello, my name is Abby here at Integrative Medical of Rockford, and I am here with our Integrative Chat. So today the chat is kind of specifically more for the ladies, but guys, you can listen in too because there's good information for you here as well. Today I wanted to talk about menopause, and in particular, what's the best time to start preparing for menopause? Well, ladies, the best time to start preparing for that transition called menopause is actually when you're in your reproductive years. Hormones start to shift in your late 30s, early 40s, even if you're not having any symptoms yet. So, in order to make sure you have your best chances of going through a smoother menopause period, you want to really start thinking about it during your reproductive years. Now, what is the one thing that all of us can do right now to help us go through menopause better? If I could choose one thing to do today, it would be to control your stress response. And here is why. Before menopause, most of our estrogen is produced in our ovaries, and that provides the body with all the estrogen we need. But after menopause, our adrenals have that really great job of now producing our estrogen for us, or some of the estrogen for us to take us through the rest of our lives. So the adrenals is that organ that's involved in our stress response. If we can keep our adrenals healthy, we can go through menopause a lot nicer. Now, here's the bigger picture. The adrenals is just one part of the stress response. We also have the hypothalamus in the brain and the pituitary in the brain. They all communicate with our adrenals, and the adrenals are just these two organs on the top of our kidneys, and they're constantly communicating, trying to help control our stress. This is called an HPA axis, the hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal axis. So we want to keep all of those running nicely and communicating well before we go into that menopause period. And here's a tip for the ladies. Some women, when they go through menopause, there's a little abdominal pooch that happens. If you want to decrease your chances of having that pooch occur, control the HPA axis, make sure it's well maintained before you go into menopause. What are some ways we can control that stress? I think many of you know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyhow. The stress response. Control your relationships. Make sure you have some healthy relationships, ladies, because if you don't feel you need it now, when you start transitioning to menopause, you definitely will need those healthy relationships. Your diet should be a whole food diet. Focus on things that help with that adrenal, help with keeping that healthy, such as your vitamin Bs, along with Brazil nuts and celery and oranges. They all help your adrenals stay healthy. Sleep is huge. The HPA axis is regulated. Cortisol is made, mostly produced and manufactured at night. So if we don't get a good night's sleep, that whole axis is just thrown into this vicious cycle, and the stress response increases. And lastly, there are things called adaptogens that you can take. And I say this lastly because there are other things that I've discussed earlier that are great for it. Adaptogens actually help to support your adrenals, and those will be things like ashwagandha and rhodiola. Here's the take home, ladies. You can start now, even in your reproductive years, to get yourself ready to go through menopause so that it's a nice, smoother transition than if you didn't. If you have any questions about going into menopause, if you're thinking about it, call the office. Let me know. Our number is 779-423-2044. Make an appointment. Come in and talk to me. I am Nurse Practitioner Abby, and this has been our Integrative Chat. At our next chat, I would actually like to talk to all you ladies who might be going through menopause right now and give you some tips and things that we can do to help you transition well. Again, I'm Nurse Practitioner Abby. I will see you at our next chat, or better yet, in the office. Have an amazing day.